Hola mis amores. Today is going to be a very different video than what I post. It's basically just gonna be me talking about something that has been affecting me for 7 years now, and I think that now in 2020 is when a lot of things are being revealed, and I think that I am ready to reveal something that has been taunting me forever now. So just keep watching if you wanna, hear my story. This is gonna be a video not just for me to air this out, but also for people who might be going through the same thing, and I just want to share it with others. And if there are people who have or are going through what I'm going through, that they no longer feel alone. So that is the point of this video, and I am kind of, nervous about sharing this because I did try to film this video twice, and this is my third attempt because it's something that's very emotional to me and very hard to talk about, and I've never talked about this in front of, people who are gonna watch this video. It's not something I share, and I just feel like it's time for me to share this so that, like I said before, so that people don't feel alone. When I was 12, I was diagnosed with chronic generalized anxiety disorder as well as chronic panic disorder. Basically, before I get into my story, I'm going to talk to you about how I have this. And basically, it's a chemical that some people have, some people don't really have it, and some people like me who don't have it at all, and that is serotonin. It is a chemical in your brain that your brain makes that balances out, happiness and stuff, and my brain doesn't produce any of it at all. So that makes me have anxiety all the time without anything happening. Also, it causes me to have, but to be depressed when nothing's going on. It's really hard, and it's something that has affected me a lot, and I do take meds for it since I was 12. It does help me. I do take it, and then I stop taking it because it's something that I don't like to be dependent on. It's something that scares me, knowing that I have to be taking these meds for the rest of my life because of my condition. And I stop it, and when I do, it gets really bad because I withdraw from it, and my anxiety just comes back, my depression comes back, and it's really bad because then I stop eating, I get scared to eat, and I just lose a lot of weight, and that's what is happening to me now, is I'm withdrawing. So I am in the process of going back on my meds and trying to get stable again. But yeah, I don't really want to edit this video that much just because I want this video to be raw, and it's just me basically telling you my story. But anyways, yeah, so I was diagnosed with that when I was 12. It's really hard because when I don't take my meds, or before I didn't take my meds, and it still happens till this day, I wake up, and right when I wake up, I have either a panic attack or an anxiety attack right when I wake up, and it's something that's really hard for me. it's really hard because I get anxiety out of nowhere. And I could just be fine. I could be on my phone. I could be watching Netflix. I could be out with my friends. I could be doing whatever it is that makes me happy, and it just happens, and it sucks because it just ruins the whole experience. And it happened multiple times in front of a lot of people, and it made me feel so embarrassed. And it's just really hard to talk about, and I'm going to try so hard to express myself a lot. It's just really nerve-wracking that I'm finally getting this story out, so just bear with me. My condition affected me a lot through high school. I could barely even go to class. I was always in guidance talking to my school psychologist because I would have a lot of these episodes all the time where I felt like I couldn't breathe, or if I did breathe, like I feel like I don't know, it's just something that I can't really describe when I have anxiety, but I get sweaty, my vision starts to get blurry, of course, like I said before, I hyperventilate, I can't eat or drink or even swallow when I have anxiety, which stops me from eating for what I meant to say was for a month, or kind of depending on how long I take to take my meds again. Probably a week or more, depending on if my meds kick in fast enough. I've gone to therapy almost my whole life with multiple therapists. I've had one bad experience where one of my therapists told me that my condition was way too hard and that she could no longer treat me because she had no idea how to help me and just dropped me, which was something that was a breaking point in my life where I felt like, wow, if a professional can't help me, no one can. And it was a really hard time in my life, and anxiety just really affects a lot. I don't have friends. I only have probably two, just because I don't trust people because of my past. I really don't know how to make friends just because I isolate myself from the outside world because of my anxiety. I'm scared, what if I go out with someone new and I start to have anxiety or a panic attack and they're just what the hell, what do I do? I don't want anybody to see that. It's really embarrassing and it makes me feel very shitty. I know I'm jumping from topic to topic, but it's just really hard to pinpoint exactly everything, because it's kind of anxiety just blurs everything out, and it's just really, really, really hard. Yeah, I didn't even get to finish high school the way I wanted to. I didn't get to do the full experience the way I wanted to because of my anxiety. I didn't experience my childhood the way I wanted to because of my anxiety. I was always in hospitals or stuck in my room, in my cave, like my mom says. It's kind of my safe haven. I'm so used to being here that it's just my safe haven, I just close my door and I'm just if I have a panic attack, I'll just do it in silence, and that's just the worst thing ever. My anxiety and my depression clash a lot, and they make me feel worthless, I don't belong here sometimes, It used to be really bad, but now it's just I'm trying to learn here in 2020 how to cope with my anxiety better, and that is my goal, because I need that. And because of my anxiety, I've struggled with self-love. I don't love who I am. My anxiety makes me feel just ugly as a person from inside and out. And I have a very supportive sister. Her name is Jen, and she's been there for like everything. When I've had anxiety attacks, she's always been there to calm me down. And like, I know for a fact that if I didn't have her, like, my life would have been way harder. Anxiety just takes a really big toll on me, and everybody's anxiety is different, and I'm trying so hard not to get emotional, but it's just really hard to deal with on a day-to-day basis every day. It did at some point get really bad, where I would have panic attacks multiple times during the day. I just don't want anyone out there to feel alone that is going through something that I'm going through. Like, you're not alone. I always tell myself that I have to keep pushing, that I cannot let my anxiety consume me, because if I do, who knows what would happen. Most likely something horrible. I just want people to know that if you have someone who has anxiety in your family or in your friend group, don't judge them. Like, try to be there as much as you can. It's gonna be really hard to understand what they're going through, because you probably don't understand. Just try and listen. That's all you can do, is just listen. Anxiety has made me do a lot of bad choices in my past. A lot of things that I regret. It's really hard. I'm the only one in my family that has this condition. So, I've had situations where some of my family members thought I was going crazy because they didn't understand what the hell mental issues were, because there's no mental issues in my family. Like, they don't understand it. They just think that when they see me, it's just, they think that I'm going crazy and I need to be in a fucking psych ward or some shit. So it's like really hard, because I feel like I'm being criticized by my own family members sometimes, and it's kind of, I don't know. Like, I'm getting all jittery right now because it's a topic that really, really, really weighs me down. Like, it sucks. The point of this video is just telling the world of who I am, and this is who I am. I will have this condition for the rest of my life. I will be taking meds for the rest of my life, and it's something that's scary, because I always wished that I could be normal and live a normal life and be outgoing the way I know that I am and could be, but I can't because of my anxiety. It's not like any kind of regular anxiety. It's like really bad. But just be there for anyone who you know who has anxiety, because you have no idea how hard it is to battle with that every day. Anxiety is literally, it attacks you every single day in your head, in your thoughts, and it's just really hard. Anyways, yeah, like I was saying, be there for anyone who you know that has anxiety. Be the shoulder for them to cry on. Just be there for them and just listen when they need to express their feelings, because I wish I would have done that more instead of shutting myself out, because I could 100% say that I am very weak emotionally and mentally. So yeah, it just sucks. So yeah, I guess that's kind of it for the video. I didn't really go into detail just because it's a big blur, honestly, huge blur, but I did try. I didn't get as emotional as I thought I was gonna get, but yeah, stay positive even though it's hard to be. I'm not gonna say everything's gonna be okay if you do have anxiety, because I've heard that so many fucking times and it gets irritating just hearing that, because it's never gonna be okay. But just little by little learn to accept for who you are, and little by little, just like I am doing those things, try to cope with them as best as you can in your own way. Find a way that makes you feel comfortable to de-stress about it, or else it's going to eat you alive. So I'm still in the process of that. I'm still in the process of loving myself because of it. But thankfully I have my sister there for me and my boyfriend there for me. My mother, even though it's hard for her to understand because she doesn't really understand mental health, but she tries. If you ever feel alone and you feel like you need to talk to someone, DM me. I will keep my Instagram down below, and I will put my Snapchat down below in the description bar too. If you ever feel alone and you need to talk about to someone about your anxiety, I'm your girl. I've been through it. I'm going through it. I know what it feels like. You were not alone. So just know that you have someone to relate to. And even though everybody's anxiety is different, it affects them differently, I get it. Anxiety's anxiety, and it fucking sucks. It's a bitch. So I'm here, and don't ever feel alone. And yeah, if you're my friend, contact me. You have my number. But if you don't, you have my social medias down below. So thank you guys so much for listening and watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions, leave them down below, and I'll answer them in my next video. Thank you so much for the support, for those who do support me. And make sure you share this video with anyone who's going through something like that, similar to me, which is anxiety and depression. So yeah, just spread the word so people don't feel alone. And that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you stuck through the whole video, I am very grateful for you. So thank you, and yeah, bye guys. Te amo, mis amores. Have a wonderful and positive life, and just keep pushing those monsters away.